Hi guys, today I am here to bring you a full body Pilates jump board workout. As far as equipment goes, what you will need is your jump board, a reformer, and a box. As always during this workout, please feel free to modify as necessary, adjust the springs as necessary as well. When you're ready, let's gather our equipment and get started. All right guys, so I am set up on 3 heavy and 1 light spring. We're gonna start down on our back for some footwork. So come all the way down onto your back, align yourself with the center of your carriage. Just give yourself a little space between your shoulders and your shoulder blocks. And let's start with our feet in Pilates V at the center of the jump board. Soften the front of the ribs down, anchor through the tailbone, arms nice and long by your sides. When you're ready, let's straighten those legs all the way out and then come all the way in. As you come all the way in, your heels can just naturally lift away from that jump board as they need to. Nice active squeeze between the heels. Good, let's do 8. Last 4. Last 2. And last 1, come halfway in. Keep the carriage nice and steady. Lift and separate your heels and then drop your heels together. Lift and separate and drop. Not a very big movement, and we're just trying to keep the movement out of the carriage. Nice, 4 more here. And 3. And 2. Now lift and separate the heels, keep them separated, and just little pulses up and away from that jump board. Good. Just warming up through those legs for 8 and 7. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs all the way out. Swivel your legs till they're parallel to one another. Keep the heels high, and then bend the knees all the way in and press all the way out. Good, thigh bones are parallel to one another. Let's just do 4 more here. And 3. Last 1, come almost all the way in and jog through the heels. 1 heel lowers and then the other, just articulating through those feet, getting all of the kinks out of the ankles. For 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift both heels high, press the legs nice and long, and move your toes to the outside edges of the jump board. So now we're in an external rotation here. Let your heels drop down. Let's bend the knees and press, and bend and press. Again, as you come in, you can allow the heels to rise off the jump board as they need to, depending on that ankle mobility. Let's do 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Come almost all the way in. Lift both heels, lower both heels, keeping that carriage nice and steady for 8, 7, 6. Last 4. Keep the heels nice and high after this last 1 and press out and in an inch. Think about the backs of the inner thighs and the undersides of the glutes really zipping up and in and together. Nice, let's do 5 and 4 and 3. And last 1, straighten those legs all the way out and come all the way in. Quickly, let's come all the way up. We're gonna reduce our spring weight to just 1 heavy spring and lay all the way back down again. So coming on down, let's straighten out both legs, reaching our toes towards the top edge of the jump board. Lift your head up, head, neck, and chest curled forward into forward flexion. From here, you're just gonna bring 1 knee into your chest, extend it back out, and switch. And switch. And switch. Beautiful, gazes towards the toes. Elbows are reaching wide. For 8. And 7. Last 4. Last 2. And last one, instead of your bent knee coming in, let's reach one long leg up to the ceiling at a time, keeping that tailbone anchored down onto the carriage underneath you. Let's do 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Go back to your bent knee, this time rotating towards the knee as it comes towards you. Let's do 8, 7. Really wringing out that waist for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back center, just little torso lifts here. Really push your toes into the jump board as you exhale and curl the head, neck, and chest up just a little bit higher. For 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3, 2, and rest. Head comes down, arms come down by the sides. Bend those knees. When you're ready, let's take a little jump. Reaching long through those legs, articulating through the feet. Nice long arms pressing down into the carriage. Good, let's do 8 and 7. That's it, last 4. Last one. Bring one knee into a tabletop position. Just continue jumping on that other side. Last 4. And switch mid-air to the other side. Last 4. Let's switch again. This time your other leg is going to reach up to the ceiling. Flex the foot, pushing the heel up firmly towards the sky. Last 4. And switch, flexing the lifted foot, heel pressing towards the ceiling. Last 4. Last 2, and last 1. Let's go back to our original leg. You're going to lift your head, neck, and chest up back into forward flexion. Last 4 here. And then switching to the other side. And 8, and 7. Last 4. Let's alternate. When you're ready, jump and switch, jump and switch. Deeply pull the knee that's coming in toward your chest into your chest as tightly as you can, activating that core for 8, 7, last 4. Let's go back to our long legs. Good. One heel, reaching up to the ceiling at a time. Last 4. Can you curl up a little bit more? Last 2. Last 1, go back to bent knees. Let's rotate towards our bent knee as we jump. Let's do 8 more on this side. Really stretching through that long leg for 4. And switch and twist. Last 4. Last 2. And last time. Beautiful. Keep that head, neck, and chest lifted. Straighten out both legs. Bring one knee into tabletop. And now let's just go for a little run. Switch, switch, switch. Carriage is staying almost all the way still. Driving one knee at a time into the chest. Now you can stay at this nice pace or double time. Nice and quick for 8 and 7. and 6. Last 4 sets. Last 2. And last time through. Very nice job, land. All right, let's come all the way up. We're gonna grab our box. So box is gonna come on long ways. You can stay on this heavy spring, or if you'd like to, you can go down to one medium spring. We're gonna come up onto the box, kneeling with our forearms down. If you're taller than me, you may need to press out on that jump board a little bit until we get into position. Let's take our strap over our foot. Let's see if I can get in there. Okay, forearms down, equally weighted. And now we're just gonna press our leg out on an upward diagonal here. Press out and bend in, and press out and bend in. Exhale. Nice, let's do 5. And 4, deeply brace through that belly. Last 3. Hold that leg out there and lower it down and lift it up. So you're reaching it towards the outside edge of the reformer and then stretching it up towards the ceiling. Last 4. Last 2. And last 1. Now let's combine the 2. So you're gonna bend the knee in, press the leg out, lower the leg down, lift the leg up. Bend, press, lower, and lift. Last 3 sets. Last 2. And last time through. Hold that leg up and back, deeply externally rotate it, little lifts up here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee down. Now, we're just going to turn over onto our side. I'm going to take my hand down to my headrest. So I'm in this little propped up position. My bottom leg is resting. My top leg is long. Take your top hand to your hip. Now we're just going to do a little lift here. So it's not that big. Imagine you're lifting just with the heel. Exhale, lift, really pushing into your strap. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that leg at hip height, flex and kick it forward, point and reach it back just so it's directly under the hip. Flex and kick forward, point and reach back. Last 4. Last 2. Last 1. Hold that leg halfway forward over the front corner of the box and just give me some little lifts here. For 8, 7. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. Bend that knee in. Let's take that strap off. And then we will come back onto our knees for the other side. So knees and forearms, grabbing your opposite strap, taking it over your foot in any manner that feels appropriate for you. Okay, so forearms come down, even weight through both. Good, and when you're ready, brace that belly and press your leg out on that back diagonal and bend the knee back in. Push and bend. Shoulders away from those ears. Let's do 5 and 4. Last 2 and last 1. Hold your leg back and lower and lift that leg down to the outside edge of the reformer and back up. Good. For 4, Last 2, working from the glute, and let's combine them. Bend, stretch, lower, lift. Last 3 sets here. And 2. Last time through, hold that leg out. Really externally rotate it. Little lifts for 8, 7. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee down. Carefully transition onto the side of your hip. Bottom hand on your headrest. Shoulders away from the ear. Bottom knee is bent. Your top leg is extended out. When you're ready, just lift and lower that leg. Nice for 8 and 7. Last 4. Hold that leg at hip height, slide it forward, flex it, point it and reach it right back towards the jump board. Flex forward, point, reach. For 4, last 2, and last time. Hold that leg forward over the front edge of the box. Little lifts up for 8 and 7. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bend that knee in. Let's take our strap off and place it back. Now we're gonna come all the way up. Good, and we're gonna switch our box into a short box. So I'm gonna put my box right in front of the shoulder blocks here. I'm staying on my 1 heavy spring, but again, you could switch to the 1 medium as well. And then we are gonna come to kneeling right on the carriage with 1 forearm down on the box, top leg extended towards the jump board. Adjust yourself so you feel comfortable here. Press away from the box. And then when you're ready, let's just do a few jumps. Exhaling, jump. Now you can stay with 1 hand down or top hand to the hip, top hand behind the head, whatever feels comfortable for you. Let's just do 8 and 7. Really reach through those toes. 6, toes landing at the top edge of the jump board. Last 4. Last 2. And last 1. Now add a little baby lift. Land, jump, lift. Land, jump, lift. Last 5. Last 3. And last time through. Come all the way in, quarter turn to face towards the back of the reformer, both forearms down, straighten that same back leg. And when you're ready, let's take some jumps here. Squeezing through the underside of the glute and the hamstring. Belly is braced. Really push off that board. 4 more like this. Last 1, and now let's add that little back leg lift. Good, keep your lower belly engaged here. So I'm not overarching. Last 5. Last 3. And last time through. Catch and land, come all the way in. Good, let's turn all the way around and do our side leg series on the other side. So I'm rotating over, 1 forearm down, other hand can be on the box, hip or behind the head, top leg extended. Once you're out, here is a good time to adjust your standing knee. Make sure you feel stable on that box. And then when you're ready, let's start those jumps. Good. For 8. Last 4. Woo. Add that little lift. Here we go. for 8 and 7. Last 4. Last 2. And last 1. Carefully land. Quarter turn to face towards that box one more time. Forearms down, same foot as on the board. Straighten that leg out, make sure you feel comfortable here. And then when you're ready, let's take those jumps. Good for 8. Really extending through that foot. Last one, add your back leg lift. Let's do 4. Last 2. And last 1. Catch and land. Very nice job. Okay, let's sit up, turn around, face the jump board. Cross one ankle over the other thigh. Let's just take a little outer hip stretch here. Easing in. Taking a deep exhale. Beautiful. Switching it out to the other side. Very nice. Now again, I'm staying on my one heavy spring, but you could go lighter here. Let's scooch our tailbone way forward on the box. Place our hands to the back edge of the box. Scoop the tailbone under, scoop out the belly, and then bring your toes up to the jump board. Now you really do want to be very far forward on that box. Straighten the legs out here. Make sure you feel comfortable in your position. Shoulders away from the ears, deep brace through the belly. Let's start with a little baby jump. Just making sure that you feel comfortable in this position. Nice. Now remember what we did in the beginning of the class, where we brought one knee into the chest at a time. We're going to go back to that. So one knee in, land. Other knee in, land. Beautiful. So this is very balancy. If you don't feel comfortable lifting one knee up, just stay with the double leg jumps. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, last one. Both legs continue to jump. And now we're going to lift one leg straight up at a time and land. Lift and land. So it's like a little scissor. Splitting the legs. Good. Make sure you have a good connection with your hands into the back edge of the box. I'm pushing in towards the box with my upper body. Last 4. Last 2. Last 1. Bring your legs into Pilates V here, heels together, knees apart. And now we're going to just do a tiny little lift up of those legs, maybe an inch or 2 above the jump board, not far. Let's do 4 and 3, last 2, and last time, land. Carefully bring your feet down. Sit all the way up on your sit bones. Let's take a little twist over one shoulder and then over the other shoulder. Great job, guys. Okay, so we're going to take our box off. We're going to come all the way down onto our back again. This time around, I am going to lighten my spring. So I'm going on one medium spring. All the way down. Good. A little distance between your shoulders and your shoulder blocks. Press those legs all the way out to straight. Just feel the lightness of the spring. Hands behind the head, neck, and chest lifted. We'll start with just some nice, easy jumps here. Working into those abdominals. Nice, and you guessed it, we're gonna go back to those single leg stretch knees, pulling one knee into the chest at a time, stretching your other leg out nice and long. Good for 8 and 7. Last 4. Let's go back to our long legs. This time double switch and land. Double switch. So you're always landing on the same foot. We'll switch it out in just a minute. Keep that belly braced, low back close to the mat for 4. Last 2. Last 1. Let's switch out our feet and continue on. Double switch and land. Last 4. Last 2. And one more time. Very nice job. Land. Rest your head, rest your arms down by your sides for a moment. Straighten the legs. Take a look behind you and just eye up where your risers are. We are going to take a jump. Hands reaching behind us, gaze slightly behind us. Big jump, catch your risers. That might take you a few times, so take your time. Bend your elbows to about 90 degrees. Bring your toes up to the ceiling. From here, we're gonna lower the legs down a bit and exhale, lift the legs back up. Lower down and lift. Nice and steady. The carriage is not moving. Last 4. Last 2. Last time. Bend those knees into tabletop. Shoot one leg out at a time. For 4. 3. Last 1, long leg switch. For 4. 3. Last 1, both legs to the ceiling. Last 2 exercises here. Circle the legs down, around, and up. Down, around, and up. 3 more this way. Last time. And reverse it for 5. 3. 2. And last time. Good. Lower those legs forward, straighten the arms, let go, and land. Very nice. Come all the way up. I'm going to change back to my 1 heavy spring. You could also do 1 heavy and 1 medium, and then come over to kneeling. Feet against your shoulder blocks, collarbones open. Press your pelvis forward towards your jump board, squeezing your glutes. From here, press the carriage out a bit, and then pull yourself up and forward into back extension. Again, pressing out, and up and forward. Nice, let's do 4 more here. Slow the breath. Almost feel like you're pulling up on the shoulder blocks with your feet to engage those hamstrings. Last 2. And 1 more time. Pull up and in. Move your left hand to the center of the board. Find the stopper and then reach up and over to one side. Come back center, up and over the other way. Come back center and release. Let's have a seat. Good. Feet flat on the floor, right underneath the knees. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist over one shoulder. Inhale those arms up overhead again. Exhale, twist the other way. 1 more each side. And last time through. Beautiful. Great job, guys. I hope you enjoyed that short and efficient jump board workout. Make sure you leave me a comment or question down below. Let me know what you thought. As always, subscribe, share with your friends, and I will see you next time. Thanks for working out with me, guys. Bye.